everybody, happy Thursday. Doreen from Door Designs again, bringing you another tutorial. Before I jump into the tutorial, I just want to do a quick update on the headstone saddles or grave saddles. I've already shipped out round 1. I've got some new supplies in to do round 2, which will be another 6 to 8 that I'll add to my page. I'm not going to take pictures of each one I make, only because they're all going to be red, white, and blue. I'm going to use pretty much the same product. They're going to be the same length. Nothing's really going to change except the placement of the flowers might be a little bit different than the picture, but it saves me a ton of time that I can design more without stopping to post each one separately. If those sell out, I will do another round of the saddles, but I'm only going to do them probably about another week to week and a half because I need time to ship them so you guys get them in time so you can put them on your headstones and things. So once again, I'll do them for about another week and a half, but I do have my page updated, so if you want one, now's the time to go out and get it. So let's jump into today's. We're going to be using a grapevine base, but it's different. It's a square or a frame basically. It's 15 inches on each side. It's about 2 inches in width. They're fun to decorate, and you can see where they're all twigs just all put together. I'm going to be doing one with no ribbon, very few florals. We're going to do mainly succulents, which I really haven't done a succulent one for quite a while. I've done some on centerpieces, but not really one on a design. So we're going to use all different kinds that I have. And I got most of these at Randolph Mercantile, which is a local store, but you can get succulents anywhere. They come in all different kinds of colors and sizes, so your designs can be as full or as bright as you want. I am going to add a few florals because most of my succulents are green. They have a little bit of color on them, but I want a little bit. So I have this one that's got a little bit of some purpley brown, and then I think I'm going to add a few florals from this one. And then I have some little pieces of different ones I might use. Okay, if you wanted, you could cut some styrofoam in strips or pieces and push them through your base. And then you could just add your pieces, whether they're florals or greenery, to your styrofoam. I'm not going to do the styrofoam. I think I'm just going to use some moss, and I'm going to put some in there, and then I'm going to glue in my stems to the grapevine and see how it works that direction. And then once I'm done, if you can still see some of my stems, and the brown ones I really don't care about, but on some of these, and I'll show you on the succulents, they're pretty bright green, and I really don't want that bright green stem showing, so I'm going to cover it up with my moss. So I think that's why I'm only going to use moss on this one. Now I might change my mind after I get this one done, but we're going to see how it goes. So I'm going to take some moss, and we're just going to start adding it into the base. There's plenty of room to feed it through, which makes it nice on these. I'm using this moss as more of a natural color than the bright green. I'm going to put most of my succulents down in this corner, and then I might add some more up there at the top. And by putting this moss in, you'll see too, it's going to fill in the back side. I'm going to leave a few pieces just kind of hanging out. Makes it look a little more natural. I'm going to add a little bit more, and then we're going to start adding our succulents. I got all of the frames from a wholesaler that comes through here. He sells to several of the stores around here. Okay, so we have our moss in. So let's start adding some fun stuff. I'm going to add 2 pieces of fern to kind of soften a little bit of the succulents. Since the succulents are going to have more of a stiff feel to them, I kind of want to soften mine up a little bit. So I think I'm going to add a fern coming down and maybe a fern going up. Now, when I stick this in, I'm going to glue it to actually a piece of the grapevine, not just the moss. So I'm going to hold it just for a minute to make sure it sticks there. There we go. So I've got 2 pieces, one going up and one coming down. So next I'm going to start adding some of our succulents, and I think I'm going to add my largest one first, and I'm probably going to cut my stem down a little bit. I'm going to add a few pieces around it. See how that bright color, the white and that greenery, kind of brightens up and softens the succulent coming down? And those colors also kind of tie in with the fern colors. This kind of design you could keep up year round. Makes it really nice. Okay, and I want to show you how nice and full. See how that's coming almost straight out from the side? Okay, I'm going to cut a few pieces of this long one off. I'm cutting a few of the ends of this succulent off because my stem isn't long enough to go through the grapevine. So I just cut a few pieces of those off to give me a little more length there. So see how I'm just kind of filling it in? I wish I had a really deep purple one because I'd love to put one, but I can't find it in my stash. Okay, I'm going to add a couple of florals to it. I didn't like that piece because it didn't have a flower on it. Here we go. Little purple. Cutting the succulent up a little bit. Okay, I'm going to add, I think, one up here and make a smaller arrangement than what I have down below. But isn't that pretty? So you've got a little bit of color in the purple, you've got a little white with the yellow centers, and then I added a few little berries that have a little bit of a purple pink cast to them. And then we've got the free-flowing long ones that have a little more color to them. But I want to see about putting one up here, up kind of high. Let's see. Yep, that's what I want to do. I'm going to add a little bit of moss up, or sphagnum moss up there. A little bit more. And I could have had this all filled in before, but I kind of wanted you to see how I was doing it. So I know some of you will tell me I should have been more prepared, and some of you will say you're glad that I did it while I was doing my tutorial. So, okay, we got the moss in there, so let's go ahead and add our succulent. I'm dipping the end in my electric skillet. I use Gorilla Glue, about 350 degrees. Let that dry. I'm just adding a little bit of different greens. This is a nice light green. A few little flowers coming down. And I want a little piece of purple in the middle of that one. One more purple. Remove our little glue strings here and we'll see what we've got. So you can see a little bit of the purple as you turn it. And then you've got some of the colors down below with the added little glue strings. Okay, guys, I hope you like this one. Now, you can make this as full as you want. You could have gone all the way around it. I like the grapevine showing. You could have added ribbon if you wanted, but I wanted to keep this one more natural with the succulents. So now I'm going to have to go out and buy some more succulents in different colors because I'm going to make some more of these. I think they're adorable. And I like how it can be displayed year-round in different rooms, like cute in a kitchen, family room, even cute in a bathroom, a guest bathroom. This would just be adorable. I might move this one up just a little bit because he's kind of hanging a little low for me. Either that or I'm going to add, I'm going to add a little bit of greenery right there. I think it's going to help it. Yep, just kind of softens it a little bit. Okay, that is today's tutorial. And like I said, I'll have the frames listed in my shop also, so you guys can get some and have fun designing your own. So I hope you liked it. Okay, I'm going to show you real quick the back. Since I have the moss in, you can't see any of my mechanics of my stems coming through, which I like that. If I could have seen some, I just would have taken a little bit of moss and filled in some holes, but it actually looks pretty good. Okay, guys, have a great weekend, and I will see you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.